When you are feeling all so hopeless, heart belly beating and you're joyless, life's got you fighting for your spirit. There's only one way to defeat it and pull through. Pour some more, pour some more. When your heart is down, there's a secret that I found. Pour some more, pour some more. Just a cup will pick you off the ground. When you don't get the news you wanted, feel like you never should have started. If something's giving you a battle, then simply go put on the kettle for a brew. Pour some more, pour some more. When your heart is down, there's a secret that I found. Pour some more, oh pour some more. Just a cup will pick you off the ground.
What do I do now? I mean, just look at it. It's the C-3PO of kitchenware. I decided to do some production tests and went to check what the kettle I have looks like on camera. I end up seeing what my camera looks like on camera. So that puts me in quite a spot because I don't have another kettle. I could buy one, but the budget of £7.41 doesn't make that feasible. And I can't just borrow one from a friend because I can't have anyone do things for free. Which put me back in research mode, trying to find a cheaper solution online. Gumtree invariably had no answers because who buys a second-hand kettle? In the end I turned to Rule 3 to bail me out. Fair pay. I discovered that it is possible to rent kettle-like items online with a basic rate of £24 for 3 days, which is 34p an hour. So I could rent a kettle off a friend for 34p an hour, assuming that they're also happy with this price. The other issue I had was I'd written a hot water bottle into the script. Initially, the human was going to need hot water to do some dirty dishes, but this didn't seem a compelling enough reason for it to then use the kettle. I preferred the idea that on a cold and frosty day, the human wants to fill up a hot water bottle, and with the tap not working, turns to the kettle for help. And so another budgetary issue arises. I could potentially afford a cheap hot water bottle online for £2.94, but that's going to eat up a massive 39% of the budget on just one prop. That's also £2.94 that I wouldn't have to put into music. Which begs the question, which is more integral to the story? On the one hand, the hot water bottle gives a strong motivation for the human, resulting in an unexpected but pleasing resolution for our hero, the kettle. On the other hand, our kettle can't speak. There's no voice acting in the film, which means it's almost totally down to camera direction and music to help convey to the audience how the kettle is feeling and what its motivations are. What do you think is more important? Let me know in the comments below. I went on the hunt for a hot water bottle in shops, but understandably, no one is trying to sell one in April. Thankfully, someone reached out and said they had one I could use. I said I can't just use it, and despite some research, it is quite hard to find a price to rent a hot water bottle. But the hot water bottle in question was purchased for $2.99, and I feel if I pay a third as a rental fee for one day, that's more than fair. This month's budget is formed totally from the contributions of my Patreon supporters. If you'd like to pitch in for next month's budget, you can do so over on my Patreon page, and you'll get rewards for doing so. Let's break down the budget. After a number of fees and processes, $12 finally hit my bank account in the form of £7.41. I'm tentatively going to rent the kettle for 2 hours, which will cost 68p, and rental of the hot water bottle for the day at £1. This will leave £5.73 to go on music, which will get me just over 8 minutes of recording time. The script is 2 minutes long, and a general rule of thumb is that a film will be a page a minute, though as there's no dialogue in this script, I'd anticipate it being closer to 3 minutes runtime. Everything is now in place and I can shoot the short film. 2 weeks left. Next week I'll be editing the footage, colour grading it, and bringing the composer in for an 8-minute recording bonanza, which I'll be streaming on Twitch. Please give this video a like and subscribe, as this helps the video get seen.